What, broader base, tell the folks what the players have always thought about, the players on tour, about coming here, even now that we're limited field, but before. What was special about them coming here that you heard, like, through the years?
I think that the Travelers, well, I don't think, I know the Travelers is a model of how to run a tournament, and take a tournament that wasn't a premier event necessarily on the tour and turn it into what it is today. And what they did was they made all the right decisions. And you talk about how the caddies are going to have cars this year, and that doesn't affect the viewers watching. Like that's not going to help their viewers. That's not going to help their their bottom line of the tournament. In fact, it probably hurt it. But that's just a small decision that they make that affects the outcome of how we feel when we come here. They're on Thursday night or Friday night, right over here, they have a wiffle ball game for the players' kids, and they set up a fake green monster. And my kids talk about it all year long. So, if there was ever a time where, let's say I'm not from New England and I'm not going to come here no matter what, but if I said to my kids, hey, we're not going to Hartford this year, they'd be pissed because they don't get to play that game. And that's these are just like small examples that the public wouldn't even know. And I was always so proud to convince players to come play here back in the day. I remember I convinced Luke Donald to come, you got to come play Travelers, it's so fun. And after the week is done, they go, it's one of the best weeks I've ever had in a tournament. And I always felt this sense of pride to show off this tournament. And now to see what it's become, easily, outside the majors, one of the biggest events in the entire world.
How do you players feel it's working, the signature situation?
I think it's great. I think it's really nice to know. As a player, I know I have to really play well that week. I know that if I want to win the tournament, I'm going to have to beat Scotty Scheffler on Sunday. He's going to be there. That's just an example. I think it's really nice for the fans to know that all these guys are going to be playing. I think it's cool that they know how here at Hartford they're going to have a world-class field. I think that's amazing. I think that the tour has had to make decisions on the fly without really figuring anything out over the last couple of years, and I think they're still doing that. And I think that it's been great. I still don't know if we know exactly which way the tour is heading or how we're going to do this, but they have to choose tournaments like Travelers and make them a premier event, which they already are, and they can show off what a great product the PGA Tour has.
I mean, you don't stand over the ball thinking about, okay, where's golf headed this year? But
Yeah.
a lot of us think of other things that we should be thinking, like look at the ball, but that's a whole nother story. What's the talk of the players? It looks like all year we don't know. We don't know probably. There's not going to be a resolution. We're already almost May, right, Keegan?
Right.
So uncertainty, look, the great events, the great players. What's the chatter on tour of, is this going to go on for another year or two? Do we really know where the big ship is headed, even though ships like the Travelers and the majors, et cetera, exist?
So I'm going to preface this by saying I know nothing.
Okay. Sergeant Schultz.
Yes, I hear a new rumor every day.
For those of you who remember.
But I think the feeling amongst the players is that inevitably we're going to come together. I have no clue if that's when that is. I think it'd be really fun to have a tournament like the Travelers where you're coming down the stretch against the PGA Tour versus a live guy. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be fun for the media. I think that'd be fun for the public. I think it'd be fun to watch. I don't see a world where having those guys play on the tour is bad for golf or the PGA Tour. I think that a lot of the guys that left were big characters, good and bad, and great players. And I think eventually you'd see them come back, but the live guys are going to have to play on live. It won't just be an event here or there. I don't think any of them are going to jump over and play full time. So it's still a lot to figure out. I have so much trust in Jay Monahan and the PGA Tour. I'm thrilled about Fenway Sports Group coming on with the PGA Tour, and I just think that they're so smart, and I feel lucky that I've come along this exact time in the tour, because we're making way more money, which is amazing. And I think this is so fun to come and see the tour growing and seeing, changes to the tour. And I think it's a great thing to see.